Alright, so short video here. Just going to show you about this little system I've got going on here. Now, primarily my system is held up with nails. Just nails I got for free. If it rains on these, or if they fall in the mud or whatever, most builders are going to throw these away, because usually once this stuff gets wet, they don't want to feed into your gun properly, and so you'll have to replace them anyways. So you can get these for free usually. Not all the time, but hey. Alright, so I use these because they're soft, and I can take my lineman's pliers and trim them to the size that I want. It doesn't take a whole lot of effort. You just cut the heads off, or whatever length you need it to be. It's not a big deal, it's not that hard. And then, after you've hammered them in, you can shape them pretty easily. And they sort of work harden, and they maintain their shape quite well. This makes a great board that stuff doesn't fall off of, which is a pretty good idea in the shop. We don't want things to just fall out while we're working. It really sucks to have something vibrate loose. And you can see I've got my vise hanging here. You know, this is not, they're not that light. They're, actually I don't know how much they weigh, probably about 4 or 5 pounds. So it's just hung on there on 2 of those nails, and they hold it very, very well. I haven't had any problems with stuff like that falling loose. I actually have one of my sledgehammers hung up with those nails. So, let's take a look at some of these things. The first thing you'll notice is the toolbox. The toolbox is just screwed on with zip fasteners, and it just contains bulk drill bits and drill bits I use a lot, tap follower, things like that. Unfortunately, this piece is broken. It's been broken for many years. You can see the glue that my dad used to hold it in place years ago. There's a couple Allen wrenches, things like that. It's on a pretty stably mounted section here. It's just 2 pieces of cedar. Each one, this one's screwed into here, and this one's screwed into that one. It's stable enough for the stuff that will end up in it. Then you have the spot for the chucks. It's just a 2x4, nothing special. Got a spot for the chuck keys to sit. You've got my square. Again, it sits up there on a couple of nails. Just a little slide square, nothing special about that. The drift punch, and my V-blocks. And the benefit of this system is that I can bend these nails to fit anything. So there's 3 nails there. One goes in the alignment hole. The other 2 go in the clamp keys. And it just slides into place, and it'll never work loose. It'll never fall out. So it doesn't matter if I even put it on there wrong, and it still is not going to fall out. So I don't have to worry about things falling out, and it's very inexpensive. You don't have to use these types of nails. You can use any nails. In fact, if you buy specific nails, you won't have to deal with the ugly paper on them. But the paper wears off after a little while, and I haven't had any problems with it. Unfortunately, my phone is just about out of space, so we're just going to have to cut this off before the 5-minute mark. I've also found that there is a leak in the roof directly above my lathe somewhere. I moved the lathe back, so maybe it won't hit that, because this piece of paper was not wet, so it must have been landing right on the lathe and on the can that was sitting on there. But that's it. Good night.